Hello everyone, welcome back. I got some really good ones for you today on this Thursday, October 31st, 2024. A lot's been going on with the markets. That's what we're going to be focusing on for today's video. So welcome back. Glad you made it to the Halloween special. Glad we could hang out together. Hope you've been doing well. And let's dive right into these markets, shall we? Well, first we'll cover the hoodie. This is my Harry Potter Obama Sonic Tenny New Sproto hoodie, limited edition. I don't even think they sell these things anymore. So hopefully it goes up in price along with those Harry Potter Obama Sonic Tenny New Sproto NFTs, which are now at a floor price of like $8,000, you guys. You know the NFTs, those little JPEGs you can buy that are on a blockchain? Well, for the Sproto gremlins on OpenSea, floor price is like $7,800, $8,000, somewhere in there. So, there's a there, guys. There's insane cult vibes coming out of Harry Potter Obama Sonic Tenny New. And yeah, well, I'm keeping an eye on those NFTs. I haven't bought one. I just can't bring myself to spend $8,000 to $10,000 on a JPEG. But I don't know. I should consider it because looking into my hazy crystal ball, you guys, I think those Sproto Gremlin NFTs are going to be moving a lot higher. I could see the floor price on those being like 5 ETH pretty soon, which would be well north of $10,000. So keep an eye on those Harry Potter Obama Sonic Tenny New NFTs. Keep an eye on those meme coins like Harry Potter Obama Sonic Tenny New or Pepe or Mog. Got my Pit Viper sunglasses on, kind of a nod to Mog coin. But yeah, guys, keep an eye on those memes. Probably my favorite asset class, as embarrassing as that is to admit. I love the meme coins, you guys. We'll start with really getting into the summary of the markets. That 10-year yield right now, it's crept up to 4.28%, and this is what's putting downward pressure on those three major stock indices, like the NASDAQ, S&P 500, Dow Jones. All of those fell under pressure today because of that rising 10-year yield. The 10-year yield, we've been talking a lot in this channel, saying if it keeps rising, that's going to put downward pressure on risk assets. It has kept rising. It's at 4.28%. I'd say 4.3% is where we really start running into trouble. Been saying that on this channel. Guys, if we move above 4.3% on that 10-year yield and start making a run towards 4.5%, yes, I do think this will continue to put downward pressure on your favorite risk asset, whether it's gold or Bitcoin or oil or mega cap tech stocks like Amazon or Google. All of those things I see falling under more pressure. If that 10-year yield continues its march higher, we're just going to have to see how things pan out. So 10-year yield moving up about 5-10 basis points in the last 5 trading days is putting downward pressure on the major stock indices. I would say it's putting pressure on Bitcoin, but Bitcoin's been quite resilient, you guys, hanging out right now around 70,400 per coin. Bitcoin really wants to see new all-time highs. So the altcoins are kind of hesitating to run higher, kind of catch up to that Bitcoin, because those altcoins are not convinced Bitcoin is at a new all-time high, pushing into unknown territory. That would be very hyper bullish for Bitcoin and all those altcoins. So the alts are kind of hesitating. They're kind of like, I don't know, is Bitcoin going to hit a new all-time high for me to keep running, or is Bitcoin about to roll over and drag us down on 3 to 5x leverage, So keeping an eye on Bitcoin. You really don't want to see Bitcoin fall down to like, say, 60, 65, somewhere in there. Could put pressure on my Sproto gremlins, on my Pepe coin, on my Mog Apu. So, I'm watching, guys, and I'm really hoping in the next few trading days, Bitcoin can take out 74, take out 75, and then just, blue skies from there, just wide open, let it run, So Bitcoin's flirting with new all-time record highs, and we're just going to be keeping an eye on that. Saw the VIX today, that fear gauge popped 13.81%, so about a 14% bump to that VIX, that fear gauge. The VIX is a ratio of calls to puts in the market, so as more market participants become bearish, they start to buy more puts in the options market. And as you start seeing traders buy tons of puts and less calls, that ratio kind of gets out of whack, and that's what pushes the VIX higher, the fear gauge higher. So the VIX, you can't trade it directly, but it's telling you what fear is present in the market. And if the VIX is really moving higher, like today, 14%, 15, 20%, that tells you got a lot of traders buying puts and you got a lot of fear in the marketplace. VIX pop today, kind of confirming our suspicions as we look at the three major stock indices selling off pretty hard. You also got gold and silver, the precious metals, getting hit pretty good today. Gold down about 1.5%, down to 2,756 per ounce. Silver got hit about 3% today, which checks out because silver trades on about 3x leverage to gold. So a 1.5% hit to gold equates to usually about a 3 to 5% hit in silver. The glove fits. Silver's down 3.25% today, down to 32.81 per ounce. I think silver is going to hit 50 though, guys. That's the all-time high for silver. It goes back to 1980. 1980's all-time high for silver was like 49.99, something like that. It's taken 40, 50 years, but I think eventually silver will move up to $50 an ounce from where it's at today, which is only 32. So tentatively bullish silver and gold, guys. Gold's number one, all right? But I like silver. I think silver would be a better value, but gold is a better asset. Oil, moving on to oil. Oil popped nicely today, but it's been under pressure for several weeks. I think as things have kind of, the market's trying to get a handle on the wars going on in the Middle East, this whole World War III thing. And as tensions escalate, the crude oil price moves higher. And then as the market stops and reconsiders how much bloodshed and violence we're going to get over the next short period of time, we might actually see oil come down as things kind of calm down a little bit. So last few weeks, oil's actually, guys, hanging out around 70 a barrel. Right now, WTI crude hanging out around $70 per barrel. I thought personally we'd be a lot higher by now in crude. I'm talking like 110, 150 a barrel, but down there in the gutter at $70 a barrel. I guess we'll take it. Because it means things in the Middle East aren't, spiraling out of control. But it does make me wonder, and I do think oil has a better probability of catching up to the rest of these asset classes, so moving up to about 100 a barrel, than remaining subdued and then watching all these other markets come back down. Just my thoughts, but I see oil catching up with that S&P 500, NASDAQ, gold, Bitcoin, as opposed to all of those things kind of pulling back to where oil's at. I think oil's the odd one out and needs to wake up and smell the coffee. So tentatively bullish oil. The way I play oil is just owning mega cap energy stocks. I don't trade USO like the oil ETFs. I don't find mid cap or small cap producers. Nope, I like Exxon, Chevron, ConocoPhillips. You kind of get the idea. The big boys. They pay a good dividend and they do really well when oil's kind of following its boom bust cycle. Oil is already quite boom bust, so we don't need to add more volatility to that. We can just hold on to the mega cap producers, but do what you want. No buy or sell recommendations. As far as markets overall, last couple weeks or so, been really trying to price in a Trump victory, you guys. So just looking at how the money is flowing and how the bets are getting placed, we're looking at a Trump presidency. But that's just the markets and the betting markets that are saying that. So it's kind of up in the air. Anything can happen. I just personally want it to be over. But markets are kind of telling you we're looking at a Trump victory. Poly market showing some 63% chance that Trump gets elected. Take the poly market, though, with a grain of salt. Most of those bettors are not U.S. citizens. Poly market is not for U.S. customers. So it's a bunch of people that aren't voting for president betting on who's going to be the president. Take it with a grain of salt. But with that being said, those betting markets, people talk a lot on the internet, right? But show me the money. Show me how people are betting, and that to me is a better indicator. So if we're going off the money, which is what we do on this channel, we're market people. We're looking at a Trump presidency, at least for now. If we don't get a Trump presidency, then look out below for crypto, because Trump has kind of sold himself as the crypto guy, the king of crypto, Trump's really leaned into the crypto thing. So The crypto market's pretty well priced in a Trump victory as well. And if we don't get it, then like I said, look out below. I do think though, overall, I'm still bullish crypto, even if Kamala gets elected. Even if Kamala gets elected, guys, I think Bitcoin, sure, it might sell off. The whole crypto space might sell off, but the Fed is still going to be cutting interest rates. The Fed's going to be dovish and accommodative. They're going to have Kamala's back. So it would be really just a buying opportunity. So if Trump doesn't get elected, Kamala does, and crypto starts to get beaten up pretty good, I look at that as a buying opportunity. That's a chance for you guys to get in, get a piece of this action. It's not the time to be running away because Kamala got elected. The Fed's still printing infinity dollars. The currency is still under insane pressure. This is what's pushing up asset prices, housing prices, gold prices. You kind of get the idea. So that's not going to change to me, regardless of who ends up in the presidency, but it does look like a Donald Trump victory coming. With those betting markets, though, we have seen some interesting developments just in the last 48 hours. The legal world of election betting for U.S. customers is really opening up, you guys. There's now several platforms for U.S. customers to bet on the presidential election. So if you'd like to get involved in that, you can go ahead and place your bets, kind of see how it goes. I'm just waiting for election season to be over. Market doesn't, in my opinion, really care who the president is. The beast system will feed regardless. The dollar is going to remain weak. Inflation is going to remain elevated. In my opinion, these markets are just going to continue their climb higher. So we'll have to see where all that goes. Tentatively bullish markets. I still like precious metals, crypto, energy, mega cap tech. I've been saying that on this channel for about 2 years now, but guys, we're really cleaning up. This is who you're trading against. You know what I mean? So we're crushing them. And we're just going to keep going. All right. So if we do see some dips in, say, crypto, or a further dip in energy, that could be a good buying opportunity. These dips in tech and precious metals could be good buying opportunities. Yeah, nothing's really changed for me, you guys. So we're just going to keep going. I hope this video finds you doing well. I hope you have a great Halloween. And we'll just reconvene as things progress. Like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever. You guys are awesome. And we're just going to keep going, all right? Till next time.